I'm disappointed with the results, of course, and I'm more disappointed with the way we finished. We played the last 5 minutes of the first half, and the way that we played the whole second half. Because I saw a different team in the first 40 minutes. I saw a different team in the last 5 minutes and in the second half. If you miss chances like the one that you missed there with nobody in goals, you can't expect to win any match. I thought we had a good structure coming into this game. We had studied our opponents very well. We knew their strengths, and we had played them twice already. We played them last week. We knew exactly what they were going to come up with. We knew the speed of Mashek when his crosses. We had to cut those crosses, but we did that the whole 40 minutes. In the last 5 minutes, we decided not to do it. And when he crossed the ball, you found Ralani alone in a small box, and he had acres and acres of space to control and finish inside that box. So then yeah, on that we deserve to get the result that we got.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, Coach. Good evening, Themba Shabalala from Jozi FM Sports. Hard luck on the result, but Coach, on the other side, well, if I may play devil's advocate here, I'd say, Coach, you did not take, the mesh by the scruff of its neck. I mean, you have Hamaldin, you have Musonda, you have Mahalwa. You're playing against a team with pace, but you leave that arsenal out and you only bring them up in when the match was no longer in your favor or it was no longer in your hand, because once they scored even the first goal, it was always going to be tough. Just give us the thought behind you leaving all those feared players out to get them in as substitutes.
Obviously, this is not the first game that we played this season, and the lineup was influenced by the performances from previous games leading to this one. So yes, I think the team that we feel that based on current form in the previous games and even coming into this one.
Good evening, Coach Simo. Sibongiseni from the Citizen. It seems the problem is there at the back. Since Njabulo Ngcobo left, it doesn't seem you guys did enough to have cover in that position, and with Wandisile Dladla being not fully fit, it seems you are getting caught there. Is that something of a worry for you guys, that you don't really have as strong somebody to lead that defense since Njabulo Ngcobo left?
I wouldn't talk too much about Njabulo Ngcobo's influence in the game because I wasn't around last season. However, I think we have been defending well in the past games, in particular the last game. And I think we defended well in the first 40 minutes. And I think we should be consistent. And I don't think that these guys did anything special to really put our defense under pressure. The guys just withdrew themselves.
Yes, Coach, I mean, you just considered 4 goals. You are playing against the on-fire team now, the log leaders, Mamelodi Sundowns, this weekend. What's next now? Do you hope for a better performance? What is happening?
I will definitely sit with the players and try and unpack this performance, because I think there's a problem that we need to be put on the table and discuss and maybe find solutions, because I don't really think it was it's because these guys are unable to do their business. They are able to do the business, but something just kicked in them, and they decided not to follow the instructions anymore, because we didn't take anyone from the defense. We had the numbers, we had everything, but the decision making, we're not pressing them anymore. We were not competing anymore. And I don't know why. I think that can only be mental.
And then just on that, Simo, that players just seem to stop playing. and you say it's a mental thing. What causes that? Because these people are professional players. They get salaries. It doesn't matter if a certain coach is suspended. It doesn't matter who comes in as a coach. Their job is to play football and make sure that Swallows FC wins games. What do you think then of them as professionals if they just decide to stop following the instructions and stop playing suddenly and then lose a game like this, which is actually very embarrassing for a club with such a rich history?
Your guess is as good as mine. Like I'm saying now, it's something that needs to be put on the table. I hope I can get through to them to say, guys, let's sit, let's talk. Because honestly, I don't think Cape Town City were strong, were stronger than us in such a way that they could have scored 4 goals. I just feel completely we just withdraw ourselves. And that's something that we need to discuss, we need to engage, we need to apply ourselves in a correct manner to get the results.
Yes, coach. So does that mean that there's a huge possibility of you making, changes ahead of Sundowns game?
At this stage of the league, you look at the minutes played by every player, you look at the conditioning aspects of it. You've got to have players ready to compete for the entire duration. And you wouldn't want to jump into changes. I think the change of mind and the change of heart that we need to deal with, because you've got to have players willing to compete, put the foot there where it heads. But today we did that in the first 40 minutes, and then after that we were just passengers.